Hello, my friends. It is Hillary from Good Wellesley Dog Training, and today I want to talk to you about training your puppy or young dog and the difference between rewards and bribes. Now, when I work with new families and they've got a new puppy, I encourage them to have their dog work for their food, using part of their meal for little increments of training. I tell them to take some kibble and lure the dog into a sit position, or say the dog's name and then reward it for paying attention. Now, in those two circumstances with your very, very young puppy, you actually are using a reward when the dog has looked at you after you've said its name, and a bribe, which is smell this, now come and do this position and follow that bribe. Those two things, when your puppy is very, very young, really are one and the same. But it's exceptionally important that as your puppy grows in those first few months, actually, really even in the first few weeks, that you start requiring them to pay attention to you and do the things that you've already taught them just because you say so. And you can periodically reward them for that. But if for the first 6, 8 weeks, 4 months, or even longer, some people do it for a year, if you keep using food or treats as a lure to do a sit or a down, or to put a puppy in position when you're walking with them, or any of the things that we want to teach our puppy, what you're really doing once they're past the 8 to 10, 11 week age bracket, what you're really doing is simply bribing your puppy to get them to do something specific. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is that they're only learning in one single dimension. They're only learning to do the specific position or command for the bribe. And when you don't have the bribe, when it really matters, for example, when you are out in public, or when there's another dog coming and you can see a conflict, or particularly if you're training something safety related like recall, and there is something of higher value to them, and not only does your reward not mean anything, but they aren't conditioned to doing what you've asked them and taught them to do simply because you say so, they're not a safe dog. So, if you want to have both an obedient and a safe dog, you need to start with your puppy using that lure. But you have to understand you're really bribing them in those first days and couple of weeks. But very quickly thereafter, we need to move the puppy out of preschool, out of kindergarten, and start moving them up the learning ladder through grade school and middle school and high school, so that they really start to learn sit, down, stay, place, how to heel, how to come when called, all under voice control, so that they will listen to you and do it because of the relationship between the two of you. Because they not only love you and you love them, but they respect you. So if you are continually walking around with a pouch full of treats, or even just your dog's regular food, and having them do all of the things you ask just for food, you are keeping your puppy or dog in kindergarten, and they will never advance to being the obedient and respectful, wonderful dog that you have in your head. So just think about, how long have you been practicing for that same treat or that same little bit of kibble, and move your dog to the next level, because that's what dog training is really for. Have a great day.